What's up? It's Earth Science time. Norris teaches science here with me, Mr. Norris, another Earth Science video, and today we're going to talk about population growth. So your goal of this video is that I can explain how population affects the environment. So population limiting factors. What causes populations not to just grow unchecked? And those are limiting factors. So and they are present in the living area, or they can prevent something from living anywhere. What's going to prevent you from living in Antarctica? Well, probably because you don't have a lot of fur or hair. It's cold there, and there's not a lot of food. There are people that do live in Antarctica, but they're a bunch of scientists, so it's okay. So you can either have biotic limiting factors, which are like food or predators, or abiotic, because remember the A means non-living, non and biotic. Bio means living. Abiotic factors are like the non-living things like temperature, rain, soil. I mean, what would prevent a fish from living in the desert? Water. That's non-living. So why do we need limiting factors? It's so a population does not grow unchecked. So it keeps the ecosystem in a balance. You do not want too many of one species because then it can cause other species to go extinct. When we talk about limiting factors, they factor into something called the carrying capacity. And carrying capacity is the number of individuals the environment can support. The max number, right? So when we talk about population growth, we have three main types of growth. You have linear growth. I know I say it weird. Linear means line. It's just how I say it. Is the growth at a constant rate. It would kind of look like that, like I just drew. A J curve growth is a growth that is exponential. Basically, there is no um, limit to the resources. And that's A right here. The line A here is growing in a J curve. And we call it a J curve because it kind of looks like a J. The other curve is an S curve. That's the one that's labeled B in green here. Um, it looks like an S if you graph it. Um, Basically, this shows a logarithmic growth or shows limited resources. It also shows where the carrying capacity is because it will level off when it gets to the carrying capacity. And it's more of a realistic pattern. Now, sometimes it does go over it, and we call it an overshoot, or under it, and that's called a die off. But that's really just because there's always fluctuation in a population. Now, the human population, we grow as a J curve. We grow like there is no limiting factors because we don't really know if there are limiting factors for us right now. The most populated countries as of May 21st, 2020 are are China, followed by India, then the United States. We're number 3 in most populated countries. Our human population growth problems. What are some problems with it? One, pollution. We're polluting the land. We're burning fossil fuels. We're causing water pollution. We're destroying resources. We're depleting resources too. At some point, there won't be enough resources on the planet for us to fully have everyone survive equally. I mean, not everyone is equal right now, but in a sense, there's still air for everyone to breathe. At some point, he may have to pay for air. In land space, we're going to probably run out of land space at some point with the population continuously growing. But that's a little bit about population growth and how it can factor in to environment and into sustainability. I hope you learned something today. I'm Mr. Norris, and I'm out for this video.